Hello everyone, we're back with Chaos Child. When we last left off, a link between Chaos Head and Chaos Child was established, I guess. I guess they're recreating the Chaos Head murder? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. But yeah, I finished the Anastasia chapter for Grand Order finally, so I can now just play this. And Final Fantasy VIII, but we don't talk about that one. I uploaded the first video of this 3 days ago, I think? Not sure. I've had a lot of things to upload lately, so... But it should be going, like, up faster starting soon. Because I forgot to upload the finale to Nier. I had a one-off video that I did, played Ballering, and it was very bad. Don't watch that. I tried to be funny, but I'm not funny is the thing. And then, of course, Grand Order. So yeah, I did look up Angel Girl's name. It was Momone Taka something, whatever. Which is the name they talked about last time. And I did look up how to use delusions. It's a keyboard, so you press Z or C, I think. Or maybe it's Z or X, but I think it's Z or C. For positive or negative, which I would have never found out. I'm imagining on like a controller as L or R. Well, you know, on a Vita it was L or R. But, you know, it's not... I would have never found that out if I didn't Google it. Anyway. There's a love hotel in Dogenzaka, 5 minutes from Shibuya Station. A few days ago, there had been some kind of suspicious fire here, and I'd come to do some reporting. The place was supposedly a love hotel spot, but even at night when business should have been booming, it wasn't particularly exciting. During the day, when all the lights were turned off, if you didn't look at the signs, it wouldn't look very different from your average neighborhood. One of the buildings is a 4-story love hotel with a terrible name, Fairy's Dance. Yeah, that's a pretty bad name. It faced a narrow street and there was no parking lot, so the police car was parked at a meter nearby. Sarika was standing in front of the general store some distance away. She was supposed to be spending the day taking photos of the area around the last 2 crime scenes. What happened? Well, hold on, I need someone else to see you first, is the thing. Is anyone else here?
さっきゲンさんと107の近くですれ違った時にここで何かが起きたって教えてくれたの。
Because she reminds me of that one. Well, no. Chaos had a heroine with pink hair. Like I was thinking of the Yumi, I think her name was, the fictional anime girl. But no, I completely forgot about the actual main heroine from Chaos Head. I don't even remember her name. Maybe her name was Yumi and the anime girl was something else, actually. That would make sense. Oh, was she? No, she was real. But was she real? I remember like there's some shenanigans with her and the old guy, Shogun. But anyway. I just don't get that guy. What does he find out about this stuff? It's helpful, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. Gen, is it? Yeah. Gen was a homeless man I knew who had sold me all the books in my secret stash. He was a drunk who claimed to be of noble blood, but the stories he told me about his past didn't sound very noble at all. The guy was a weirdo. Since he spent all of his time wandering around Shibuya, you know a surprising amount of info about it.
でも大事なのは間違いないっぽいよ。さっき中に入ってった警察の人が応援呼んでたみたいだし。
So Gen is presumably an adult in the science adventure series, so I do not trust him. I see. I decided to start by taking a video of the outside of the hotel with my smartphone. Oh, he's here. Acknowledge Sarika. Without delusions. Well, this is only 720? Come on, at least 10. Well, I want to talk. I think I uploaded 720. I left the 2 of them in the club room. They'd only just now caught up with me. They must have ran here. Ito especially was breathing very heavily. What? Kurusu came too? Kazuki had decided not to come, evidently. What a surprise. Of course not. Never seen her outside, except when we were going to and from school.
で、事件か?
I told Ito what I had heard from Sarika. He seemed really disappointed.
なんだそりゃ。単に血は喧嘩かなんかで騒ぎになったんじゃねえの?
So when noble blood makes me think of Shogun. You know, when they talk about Gen. Is he related to Shogun? Which, you know, is... am I allowed to say Chaos Head spoilers in this? I don't know, but he was an important character from Chaos Head. And I mean, Shogun is like... not necessarily noble, but like... they were like Japanese like military, like... above general. Like they're commander-in-chief, basically. Like they're the war king, kind of. They're the king, the, whatever you call them, in the war king. What do you call reinforcements just for that? Today's the 29th, you know. We should have a in-game calendar, like, up here. Steins Gate had one, and did Chaos Head? It might have. Kurisu seemed upset. She glanced at the love hotels around here in disgust.
早く学校に戻りましょう。学生がいていい場所じゃない。監視カメラに映っているのが問題になったらどうするの?
She probably didn't want to get involved. I mean, that's fair. Ever since the rebuilding, there had been more cameras there in Shibuya than ever before, even around the love hotels. That's not creepy. In our school uniforms, we probably stood out. And it's probably not relevant either, so just forget about that fact. Kurisu motioned for us to go home. And then... I saw something in the viewfinder. On the 3rd floor of the Love Hotel, the windows in one of the rooms facing the alley were open. The windows must have been all the way open because the curtains were fluttering out. This is a creepy song. Hey, you normally don't open the windows at a place like this, do you? Asked Ito as I looked up at them.
まあそうなんじゃねえの? 使ったことなんかねえからわかんねえけど。
Ito followed my gaze and saw it for himself. It felt suspicious. Is this the one? I didn't think we'd actually get to see it. I'd never been to a love hotel either, so I didn't know. But normally, you'd keep the window shut, right? You wouldn't want people seeing or hearing what you're doing. Like, watching TV? Or, you know, laying down on the comfy bed because you're escaping from the rain, and that's the only place you could get. Look, I read manga. And then suddenly I heard a shout from somewhere. A sound from somewhere. It was a calming song with a simple melody. I took a little closer listen. Please don't be that one creepy, like, bus song from Chaos Head. Bus song? I don't remember what it was, but it was like a, I think it's like a child song in Japan. It was very creepy. Was it a music box? Is it the song playing right now? Because I'm fine with that. It definitely was. It's coming from the room with the open windows. It sounded like it was inviting us in. What was going on? I looked around. The building across the open window was another love hotel, but it had no windows on that side. I couldn't look into the building like I'd done with the karaoke box last week. And I certainly couldn't climb my way up.
ちょっと、何考えてるの?
Hey, Kurisu, let's get a real... well, it's please taped off, but... must have had a pensive look on my face, because Kurisu turned to me and asked... if we can get inside without them finding us, that's... I believe a crime, probably. I looked over at the parking meters. There's still only the one car. Okay. There should be a rear entrance somewhere. So let's do it before the police backup gets here. Ito, go around from that side.
Oh.
I'll take this side.
ちょっとタクル、こっち見なさい。
I began to go around the building, not waiting for Ito's answer, but Kurisu grabbed my arm.
ダメ。こんなの部活の範疇じゃないでしょ。私の言うことが聞けないの?
She is 100% right. Crap. She was just a millimeter short of making that face again.
しかもここ、いかがわしいホテルでしょ。
I mean, I think that's less important than the fact that there's probably been a murder up there.
それに、もし妙なことに巻き込まれたらどうするの?
I knew all that, but I didn't want to give up. This might be my chance to get a real scoop.
定額にでもなったらどうするつもり? 姉として弟を危険な目に遭わせるわけにはいかないの.
Sister? We're not actually family, are we? Oh wow, that hurt. apparently. I don't really know their relationship, but... Instantly, Kurusu grabbed me by the collar with incredible force and brought her face so close to me that our foreheads touched. I could tell her cheeks were flushed. There was a small, wordless growl from deep within her throat. Her arms were shaking a little as she held me. What was she trying to say? Oh, I knew what she was trying to say, but Kurusu didn't say it. Look, he's setting up for the Kurusu route later on. Because obviously, like, it'd be weird if I called you One-san and then, you know. Kurusu wasn't the sort of awful person who'd bring up the distant past to try and win an argument. And anyway, that was all over now. It wasn't either of our faults.
Yame!
Oh, does she actually exist? Suddenly, Serika ran over and tackled Kurusu. The momentum slammed both of them into the ground. Okay, this is all delusion. Actually, he just shoved her to the ground. Look, I'm going with it.
喧嘩はダメだよ、のんちゃん。タク、5人でみんな仲良くが新聞部のモットーでしょ?
I mean, because of delusions, we know Takuyo isn't a reliable narrator. Or at least fully, right? So, I mean... I don't know. No, that was never our motto.
しんちゃんも止めなきゃダメじゃん。
いや、つうか、どこ行ってたんだ？
ああ、そうだ。喧嘩してる場合じゃないんだよ、タク。
I think the other sprites may have been like this too, but her sprite is very darkened. Is that just because we were like in an alley, or is that because symbolism? She suddenly hopped up like a cheap toy.
裏のドア開いてる。
What?
喉乾いて自販機なくて、ホテルの中ならあるだろうと思って裏のドア見つけて開けて。
Did that just stop suddenly, or is that... okay.
中入って自販機やって、さすが妖精のダンスじゃん、やるじゃんって思って買って一気飲みしてたら、あれって。
Way to go, fairy stance!
んだよ、それ。
You always get ahead of yourself.
タク、どうするの?
I could tell that Kurusu was glaring at me, but she didn't say anything. She couldn't say anything. Let's go together. If we pretend to be a couple, we might be able to fool them if it comes to that.
Okay.
As soon as the words were out of my mouth, Serika beckoned me to follow her. I did. Or a plot twist, this is a known delusion, and they all know that he has an imaginary friend named Serika. There's another visual novel that does that I won't name. It's not something I have on my channel, though. I'll say that. Something I read on my own time. Get translated like 5 years ago? I'm not for sure when. I didn't say it, but in my heart, I apologized to Kurusu as I went. Of course, she couldn't hear me, so she didn't say anything. No, it would have been 4 years ago. I remember reading it around the same time the Onigashima event in Fate Grand Order was up. Which is a very weird thing, but...
階段、向こうなんだけどな。
We went inside the hotel from the rear entrance, hid behind the corner that led to the lobby. This was my first time inside a love hotel. I was a lot less gaudy than I expected. No, that would have been 5 years. Well, no, it would have been 2016. I think. He came out in 2015, and, you know, Grand Order did. And the Onigashima event wasn't for a while. So yeah, 2016, yeah. my entire life is based around Grand Order. That's how I remember things. This was my first time inside a love hotel. I was a lot less gaudy than I expected. Did they already say that? Maybe. The name was false advertising. There's no fairs and there's no dancing. Let's get out of here. Maybe the quiet atmosphere was a selling point? But... or maybe... maybe there will be fairies dancing. If you get what I'm putting down. The quiet was ruined by the sound of a police officer screaming into his phone. He was either confused or just excited, because he kept saying the same things over and over again. Something had happened after all. Something bad enough that he needed backup. This was my chance. If we could get to the scene before the place was overflowing with cops, we might be able to find an unexpected scoop.
はい、それは間違いありません。確認しました。ですがこちらでは判断が。いえ、 ですからそういう状態じゃないんです。
Dang it, pardon my French. That cop was in the way. Whether we took the stairs or the elevator, we needed to go through the lobby to get to them.
タク、行くよ。
Huh?
早く。
Just sneak past him. Wait! Sarika took me by the arm, as if we were a couple, and entered the lobby without trying to hide at all. Hey, come on! She ignored me and walked straight for the stairs. I enjoy that Sarika didn't go, Ugu, Baka, pretend we're a couple. She just went with it. But it gives her like a +3 in my book. +3 what? Don't ask. The cat must have seen us because he yelled at us from behind. Stuff! Pardon my French. Probably hadn't seen our faces. Should we run? Or that'd just make us look suspicious.
部屋から出るなと言っているだろう。はい。いえ、すいません、大丈夫です。それより早く応援を。
Started to mumble into the phone. We crossed the lobby without looking back. Don't do anything too crazy.
でも、タクの言った通りだったじゃん。ごまかせたごまかせた。
That scared me. That was a close call. My heart was pounding so loud that the noise was making me sick. Could you not tell that we were high school students? No, even if he only saw us from behind, he'd be able to tell by our uniforms. Why didn't he arrest us? Maybe he was panicking so much that the thought never occurred to him. So, okay, this is really early to be making this claim. But I just remember Chaos said a large part of it was thinking, okay, is Takumi the culprit or is he not? And because of his like mindset and everything, it's very easy to believe that he was the culprit. But, you know, in the end, he wasn't. What if they go for the reversal here? What if Takuyo is the culprit behind this? Will they do that? I mean, probably not. But, I mean, it's an interesting idea. For example, what if... We never heard the police officer say just now, oh yeah, there's a really gruesome murder up there. What if, for example, there was just, you know, something bad, but not, you know, a murder? Like, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but... What if right now Takuyo was sneaking up there and about to kill someone? Maybe he was panicking so much the thought never occurred to him.
てと、どうしようか。
Although, given the cameras that they just mentioned, maybe Takuyo will be a suspect, at least according to the police. Sarika let go of my arm and turned toward me. That's right. Now isn't the time for thinking about other things. We don't know whether or not that room on the 3rd floor is what we're after. We should start there. If that doesn't work, we try other places. Once the police backup arrives, we leave. But from the way that officer was acting, something was definitely up. We need to get photos before we go.
オッケー。
It was quiet. The policeman's voice was still drifting up the stairs, but it only made the quiet seem more oppressive. Just like he'd said, the customers had probably been told not to leave their rooms. But it is too late for it to matter now. We're starting to feel a little scared. Come to think of it, something had happened. Maybe the killer was still here.
そういえばタク、まだのんちゃんと喧嘩しちゃってるんだね。
Sarika's voice was relaxed. I was grateful. Take any opportunity to relieve this tension. It wasn't really a fight. Oh, maybe it was.
でもまだクルスって呼んでるんでしょ？気持ちはわかるけど、なんとかならないかな。
Till half a year ago, I'd call her No-No, her first name. After the incident, they asked me to leave the dorm. Never called her that again. Okay, they shared a dorm together. Okay. My tentative theory was that maybe after his parents died in the earthquake, he was adopted by her family, but like something went south there. But no, okay. So like I said, kept calling her Kurisu. She'd keep being mad at me. Must have been hurting some important part of her.
タク、
Oh. The next thing I knew, we were on the 3rd floor. Sarika had gotten ahead of me at some point, poking her head around the corner and into the hallway.
誰もいないみたい。
Good. Took out my phone and got ready to record. As soon as I went into the 3rd floor hallway, I found myself holding my breath. My heart was pounding even louder than when the cop had yelled at us. Tried to control myself and look down the corridor. The rooms must have been very big, because the gap between the doors was large. The floor was red, sinking into black as the hallway stretched away. I could hear the unpleasant sound of blowing air, justified the air conditioning on. There's no windows and there wasn't a lot of light, so the hallway looked pretty creepy, but there's nothing out of the ordinary about it otherwise. But still, it was strange. The air felt solid. Felt like someone would jump out from the shadows the second you let your guard down, perhaps that there were large traps scattered everywhere along the floor. For a second, the floor seemed to be stained with blood, but I shook that image out of my mind. What was it? It was like the fear you feel in the darkness at night. Was it just because there's so little light? No, it was worse than that. Felt like someone was watching me and enjoying my unease. It's like they were peering deep into my heart.
Taku?
Whose eyes are those eyes? I almost jumped off the ground with a start.
どうしたの?
Don't just talk to me like that. You scared the heck out of me. It's nothing. Isn't this kind of weird? Gestured with my head down the hallway. Serika looked past me into the darkness.
そりゃ暗いからなんか不気味だけど雰囲気作りとかじゃないの?
Was it? Was that all? Was I being too sensitive? I don't see anything weird about this. Background. Tried flipping the light switch on the wall next to me, but nothing happened. Maybe the bulbs were burned out. Maybe it wasn't the switch for this hallway at all. Dang it, this was in 1407 or something. Tips list. 2007 American horror movie about a hotel room where all the occupants commit suicide. Based on a work by the master of modern horror, Stephen King, of course. Obviously, Stephen King novel. Well, that got based on a movie. Well, that got turned into a movie, sorry. But I can't think of it. I haven't read or watched a lot of Stephen King. Well, I haven't watched any Stephen King. I read one, anthology of short stories by him. That's it. I remember really not liking them. I remember there's one about, rats or something. I was like, huh, okay. I don't know what that's referencing. I want to know. Well, here. I turned around. I have my phone on me. The only person there is Serika. Oh, hey. Her bazonkas are not enormous. That's a plus in my book. Because, Kurusu and Kazuki was her name? No one else is looking at me. Took some time to make sure of it before I spoke. Let's go. What is a looter? Boobs or bazonk? I feel like I tried to go slightly less lewd, but I went way lewder than I actually intended to go. Huh. Serika nodded cheerfully, stayed behind as we walked deeper into the hallway. Remember the location of the window I'd seen outside. It's probably deeper in the hall. The furthest one back. The one before it. It's probably one of those two. Stephen King hotel movie, there we go. Walked as silently as I could down the long hallway, towards the last room on the left side. Oh, is The Shining by Stephen King? Huh. It's 1408. Okay. I was actually thinking about The Shining, but I was like, no, that wasn't King. Yes, it was, but... Oh, who directed it? Was it Spielberg? I don't know movie directors. Oh, but 1408 is a short story, apparently. Walked as silently as I could down the long hallway towards the last room on the left side. With every step I took, I could feel the sensation in the hallway floor through the bottom of my heels. It was like I was being forced to think about nerves that I'd never used. My body felt very tense. I didn't see any cops in the hallway. Usually they'd at least leave one person here at the scene. Was this the wrong floor? We reached the second and last door. Room 306. You know what? Screw it. I want to talk about this. What is the least lewd way to refer to female memories? There we go. There we go. So, obviously, breasts is the lowest. But what about the word boobs? Is that... I feel like that word is at least slightly lewd. Not because the word itself, but just because, the ooh sound. Ooh. The ooh sound just makes it sound, a little bit more childish, you know? I don't know. Thanks for listening. Room 306. I swear I'm onto something with that. Oh, and let's not delusion this time. I was planning to this time, but listened carefully, but didn't hear anything. Just the quiet rumble of the air conditioner. You know, screw it.
覗き穴とかないの?
Can we switch? Yes, we can. Okay. Yeah, why not? Come on. This is a love hotel.
ああ、そっか。
Hey, what are you?
ノック。
You can't. Oh, I got an achievement. Can you see that? No, you can't. My first delusion trigger. Suddenly, the door opened. We didn't expect anyone to open it, so both Sarika and I froze. Then they came out.
あら、坊やたちが次のお客さんかしら。
We... There's a voluptuous woman with long hair. She was completely naked. Show it! Cowards! Not only that, her body was as nice as any you'd see in a magazine. Wait, didn't she look like a model or actress I saw on TV?
タク、見ちゃダメ。
かわいいお客さんね。
Heck yeah! Oh no.
そういうんじゃないんで。
いいのよ。お嬢さんも一緒に。
Heck yeah! In other words, what exactly?
すっごく気持ちよくさせてあげる。だから、おいで。
タク、どうしよう。
Go in! Why do you look like you want to go inside?
だって。
Sarika's face was red with embarrassment. She whispered softly.
気持ちよくなりたいし。
Okay, yeah, that's over now. It's not what we're here for. Something was wrong with me.
そんな状況って?
Yes, very clearly. Dang it. It's not what I was thinking out loud. No, it's nothing. Sarika was still knocking on the door to room 306, but no one was answering. The police aren't here either. Maybe it's not this floor. I flinched back at the sudden noise. Was that the sound of breaking glass? She's in the next room over, right? She's clinging to my back in surprise, with her hands on my shoulders.
多分、奥でしょ?
Sarika pointed to the next room. We stood there for a moment. The violent sound must have scared her, because Sarika's easygoing mood had totally vanished. But we waited a while. Nothing more happened. There were no voices or sounds of struggle. The hallway was the same as ever. But was I imagining it? Or is the hall a little darker than before? Should we go back? Sarika didn't answer my question. She didn't seem afraid. She had a serious look on her face as she stared down the hallway. Maybe something had happened and the killer was still there? Oh wait, I need to think about this rationally. There's an officer on the first floor who'd called for backup. Usually when a call came in, the police never came there alone. There's always more than one. Found that out for myself during my reporting, so sure of it. But what if, he's just there for, I don't know. Like, what if it was just, a small thing, or he was just on patrol, I guess? Or maybe he was just here for the love hotel. So there had to be another officer at the scene. The killer couldn't just be hiding there. Or the cop's dead. If there's any chance of that, the cop wouldn't have just told us to go back to our rooms. Did the killer break the glass during a struggle? Well, that didn't make sense either. There's any chance of them being able to do that? Would that officer have gone downstairs? Probably gone down to tell the front desk not to let anyone else in. Dang it. I had no proof, but should be okay. More than anything, I hadn't taken any photos yet. Wah! I jumped, literally, when I heard the sudden sound. No punctuation. That's, one typo noticed in, 3 hours? Wow, game. How long have we been playing? Steam. Chaos Child? 3 hours, okay. It was a very strange sound, one that didn't belong here at all. Later saw that Sarika had gotten so nervous she'd taken out the Garo Froggy Goro Yo strap and started to play with it. She probably didn't even know she was doing it. Softly poked her with my elbow. Motioned for her to keep quiet. She seemed confused. Then she realized what she was doing and quickly put the strap back in her pocket. As soon as she was done, I looked down the hall once more, all the way to the front of my room. We should head there. I should steel myself. I tried to steel myself, then checked over my shoulder once more to make sure no one was there. Started to walk forward, very carefully. I was afraid of making the slightest sound. Sarika followed me wordlessly, with her hand on my shoulder. I grabbed her hand with my free hand. The other was holding my smartphone. She squeezed it tight. The feeling of her fingers kept me strong as I walked forward. The next room. Room 305, the room at the end of the hallway. Just like the room 306, it had a plain old door, but it felt like it was exuding an intense pressure. I kind of want to end the video before they open it, but like, I don't know. Like, maybe like, I don't know. Like, I miss Kakodia where there's a clear-cut chapter ends. Like every hour or so, or maybe a little before, a little after, but there's a regularly scheduled chapter break that I could just edit on. But now it's like, yeah, just call in and like try to find a scene to end it on. Usually doesn't work, but she's asking about the sound. I think so. I answered, despite not having any proof at all. We waited, but still heard nothing. I looked around once more to make sure no one was there, to put my ear up against the door. And then I heard a small sound. It was the sound that I'd heard outside, the sound from the windows, like a music box playing. It was relaxed and peaceful, even if we weren't. Play the same tune over and over. This is the room, the one with the open windows. Sarika was looking at me. Let's find out. No lights. I hesitated, but she put her hand on the doorknob. Oh, let's pack up, go home. She seemed relieved, but a little upset. I knew exactly how she felt. It felt the same way. Moved away from the door. Would have liked to take some photos before I left, but... Huh? No, that's what I said. Wait, who tried the doorknob there? Was it Sarika? Yes. That is a classic trick. She pretends to open it. Oh, it won't open, haha, but she doesn't actually try to open it. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. We're too confused to move. There's no sign of anyone coming out. I slowly touched the doorknob. It turned. The door was unlocked. How? As if guided by strange things that were happening, I pushed the record button on my smartphone. I gripped the doorknob tighter. A voice in my mind told me to stop, to go back, but I was wiped out by the sound of the smartphone recording starting, and the door slowly opening. The more it opened, the less I was able to ignore my curiosity. Felt like something besides Sarika was pushing me forward as I opened the door. Is that for like? No, I'll save that for another time. That song was playing in the dimly lit room. All the lights are off, but the sun outside was streaming outside the open window. Like, no, I'll say it now. What if something is controlling him to make him interested in these cases? I mean, that could just be like, you know, he's really into it, or it could be, I don't know. All the lights were off, but the sun outside was streaming through the open window. Its light was very weak. The curtain in front of me, which partitioned off a part of the room, was blocking the light. I gulped, realized my lips were dry. I ran my tongue over them to wet them a little, and I realized my heart was pounding. The sound was so loud I thought my heart might have somehow moved up into my ears. It seemed to be beating out some bizarre rhythm. It was making me sick. I forced myself to swallow my saliva and hoped it would keep me from throwing up, and I took a slow step forward. I held my phone up to record what I was seeing, and I realized something. That curtain wasn't partitioning the room. It was a bed. There's a gray spot off the floor with a circular bed, surrounded by a curtain. The light was streaming out from behind it. The windows we'd seen were on the other side of it. The song seemed to be coming from there as well. Crap. It was too dark. I went to flip the nearby light switch, then forced myself to stop. No. I couldn't touch anything in the room. Some kind of crime must have taken place here. But I was scared to go any deeper into the darkness. My shoes made my steps loud against the floor. There's no response. Only the relaxed melody. I gave a signal to Sarika, who was still behind me, went deeper into the room. What? For a moment I just creaky floorboard. Then I heard the sound of creaking metal. It was like I was hearing it between the gaps in the music box's melody. There's no change that I could see. One sec, let me take a drink. No one jumped out. Nothing was moving. There's just the sound of the music box. I looked from one part of the room to another to make sure nothing was amiss. Then I slowly moved forward. Oh, Twin Tail Girl. Isn't she one of the heroines? Someone is lying on the floor! I mean, do I cut it? I've got to cut it soon, and I think this is better just start a new scene. So let's leave it on that cliffhanger, so you gotta watch the next episode to find out what happened. Hey! I mean, it's not the most graceful place to call it, but it works, I guess. So I'll see you guys next time. When I definitely recognize her from yeah. She's like, if you look at the thumbnail, there's definitely one of the characters on there. Oh no, the ribbon color's different. That's her twin sister. And I mean, remember Chaos Head? I just remember this. I totally forgot. One of the characters in Chaos Head, her sister was like one of the deceased or something. I don't remember. I remember the glasses girl, blonde hair. Her sister died or something. I don't know. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Bye.